Bismillah Rahman Rahim. This is a short video of chapter 6, a summary of chapter 6. It's a revision purposes. So, what we studied in chapter 6, which was the second chapter of this course, was a few techniques. The first one was traditional techniques for requirement determination, in which we studied interviewing for individuals, interviewing groups, observing workers, studying business documents. Now, for interviewing individuals, we had something called the interview guide, in which it says something about before you go to the interview, what you should do, during the interview, what should be done, and after the interview, how much time you have to review your notes. Regarding individual interview, we had some advantages because if we take individual interview from different people, we will have different answers and we will have inconsistencies. In order to solve this problem, we went on to have group interview. Why not group them together, ask them, and we can listen to them. There is an amount of synergy involved there, and we can get the opinion straight away. Now, regarding the group interview, what was the difficult thing was to schedule them. So we said, why don't we have another approach of a group, which was to have a nominal group technique in which the people go, they meet, they decide, okay, we'll work out a plan on our own. Then they meet together, discuss the plan, prioritize idea, reduce, and I can say add some ideas as well. It's the same example I give you for ourselves when we were doing a project. The third one here is observing worker. This observation technique is a bit costly. It's not very reliable, good for getting information on how to design the screens, interfaces, forms, and reports. The last one is studying business document, or we call it document analysis in short as well. Now, studying business document, we have 4 different types of documents that we can get from the company. The first one is called procedural document. Procedural document is something in which the procedure of how the things are conducted in the companies are done, which is like sort of formal way, but we know that things are done in the informal way most of the time. So the first one is this one. The second one are forms that for the existing forms that the company use, for which what we can do is we can take the information of how we will design the interfaces of our application. The third one here is the reports, in which we can get information about how we should design our database. The last one, if they have an existing information system or application, we need to know what are the good things there, what are the bad things there, and we keep or retain those good things and we remove the bad things or the things which were non-functional, and we sort of make an enhancement to the existing IS. So these are some traditional techniques. The second one we studied in this chapter was contemporary techniques, which is the JAD. JAD, we have everybody involved. We have the programming team, the software team, we have the company who need the software, we have their managers there. It's a group oriented session which lasts for weeks, usually conducted off-site. Is an old technique but still in use, and it is very useful. We use prototyping here. We do so many good things. In this one, the output actually is the end product. We get the design of the end product. The third one in this case is, I'm just skipping. Okay, radical methods of requirement determination. We have something called business process reengineering, which is the use of disruptive technologies. We search for and implement a radical change in the business process. So we come up with all the processes that we have, we skim through it, and we find out which one is in trouble, which one we need to improve, seeing our competitor. And based on that, we decide, okay, which one to re-engineer. Now, for re-engineering purposes, we use technology. We normally call it disruptive technology. So we break the long-held business rule, how our business was operating, to a new way through business process re-engineering process. The last one in this case is if you are using Agile methodology, then what we do, we have three different things. Continual user involvement, which is the same as prototyping. We involve the customer and analyze, design, code, and test at the same time. We can have Agile user-centered design as well. This is another name of JAD, in which we have user goals, roles, and task focused. And everybody is involved here. And the third one here is the XP planning game. Now, in the XP planning game, we have based it on extreme programming. There are three different stages and two phases there: exploration, steering, and commitment. In exploration, we explore there are two types of entities, or two types of people involved in here. One is the customer, to which we call the business, and the other one is the developer or the software engineers, to which we call development team. Now, in the exploration phase, the customer or the business make story cards, give it to the customer, and they give estimate. After estimate, the steering in the steering phase, they reshuffle the cards, the story cards, and agree on the next iteration. In the commitment phase, the schedule is prepared and the commitment or the contract is done. Now, in round two, what happens is the story cards are converted into task card. Only the development is involved. And then they are changed in steering phase. Everybody is given this commitment. In commitment, they are given the task. In steering, we look upon them how to do it. So that's for today. Thank you very much.